worst things.
Hey everyone, and Merry Christmas. The R2 versions of the xLights Around the World sequences just dropped, and I am here to talk a little bit about moving head models. But in this R2 version, there are pixel field effects, floodlight effects, and moving head effects. So if you do not have any of these elements, there is nothing different about the sequence that has already been released previously. If you do have these, I recommend just importing the individual props directly and not changing anything else in your sequence. For the moving heads, I used two different types of groups here. The first one is the standard moving head models, and the second one is a single line model that has a number of strings of 8 and lights per string as 1. You can also do number of strings as 6 or 4, however many movements that you have. In these sequences, it will not matter. The reason we do number of strings 8 and lights per string is 1 is so that we can checkmark this individual start channels, and then the other thing is to make sure under your string properties that you have a, where is it? String type. This should be set as single color, not strobes. I think I accidentally scrolled down when I had that selected. In your individual start channels, what you're going to do is you're going to type in this formula right here. This says at moving head 1. So at is saying, you know, with the start channel of the model moving head 1. So this will be whatever your moving head is called. And then a colon and then a number. And this number is saying what channel the dimmers are on in your moving head. So you will have to look into your manual to make sure that your dimmers channel, you know what it is, and you put this here, and then you will just go down. String 2 will be at MH2, 3, at MH3, 3, so on and so forth. This will be the same for shutters. Find out what your shutter channel is and change this last value to the shutters. You can import these to your layout by selecting Import Previews Models Groups and then navigating to the xLights Around the World folder and selecting xLights RGBFX.xml. You can get into this folder by renaming the .xsqz file to .zip and then double-click on it to open. So now the moving head model. There's a new effect this year in xLights called this moving heads effect, I think is what it's called. Yeah, moving head. And it uses finally a fine channel for the pan and the tilt. So it is so important that you get these models in and the coarse and fine channels in there. Refer to your manual to find out what channels these are depending on the mode that you have your moving head light in. These numbers will be different for every moving head. Pan motor. Your two channels for coarse and fine adjustment. I typically leave these at default. Range of motion, how many times it can rotate before it reaches its maximum. Orient to 0, let's say you actually have this facing to the left instead of to the right. You can change that here. Orient forward is how many degrees it has to rotate from its starting position to face the audience. In this case, it's 270 degrees or 3/4 of a turn. Slew limit is a speed limiter only for the visualizer. Tilt motor, same thing. Coarse and fine channels, same thing. I leave these default. Range of motion, this one is 250. Orient to 0, this one, by default, it points straight forward, and that doesn't work. Most moving heads do not do that, so maybe I'm misunderstanding this effect. But what I do is I put 38 so that it faces down, and then I know that I have 250 degrees of motion, so 125 degrees, which is half of that, is how many degrees it will take to point straight up. That's orient up. Everything else in this, dimmer properties, shutter properties, beam properties, I don't do, or actually beam properties is more of a visualizer thing, but I don't put any channels in for anything else of these moving heads, and that is because I am controlling them via this MH dimmers and MH shutters channel. There's also a focus and gobo. I highly recommend setting these for your show in front of your house. Find the focus where the beam looks the tightest, and sometimes putting a slightly smaller circle gobo will make the beams even more defined. And then once you find those values, copy and paste them throughout your entire sequence. The last thing that I want to talk about is the master view. And if we go to, are we going to have to open up a thing here? we'll just open up an animation and we'll go to our master template, which may not be right. But in your master view, this is really important because otherwise your moving heads are not going to work. Make sure that your MH dimmers and MH shutter channel are below, or groups, props are below your moving heads group, because your moving heads group will want to override the dimmers and the shutters unless they are on the bottom of the master view and have priority. So that's all I've got for you. Good luck out there and happy sequencing. That seems to be the catchphrase for this year. And a Merry Christmas. Hey, you burn me up, you burn me up.